and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in the Divine Masculine and Agony Oracle today. What do they want to say to you? What's on their mind? So we're going to connect and see. And I do feel they're in a little bit of agony today because they are missing you. They are feeling like you're giving them a grace period to change their life. So you may have pulled your energy back. You may be accepting the silence right now. You're more in your power than ever. And they are really worrying about that. Obviously, they're grateful that you're giving them time to sort their lives out and deal with their situations and be able to move forward in their own time. But they're also a little bit curious and worried about what you're doing in the meantime. Who are you with? Where are you? What you're up to? So I do feel there's a curiosity coming in. So because of that, I'm also going to bring in the Twin Flames and Separation Oracle as well. So let's see what you need to know. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. The sun is going in and out as well. So if it looks like the camera, it's like sunny 1 minute, bright 1 minute, dark the next, that's why. And I feel they are going in and out of these high and low emotions. So what's the message coming through then? What's the message coming through? What do they want you to know today? What are they going through? What is their energy about? What do they want to say to you? Thank you, angels. What's on their mind? What's on their mind? What do they want to say? There's a lot of deep thinking going on, as you can see. Got one card out so far, and they are thinking about what to do next or what to say next. So I feel they really are taking their time and not rushing in. Okay, they want to rush in. They want to reach out. And their ego is speaking to them, saying, reach out, but I feel they are waiting. So let's see what the message is. Yeah, first card out, we belong together, and without each other, we are incomplete. Now, that's the card that came out by itself first, and then all the other cards took a while to process. So it's like they're rushing in to say, we belong together, without each other, we're incomplete. I know I'm meant to be with you. I just need a little bit more time to say the rest or speak things out or work it out. So in their mind, in their heart, in their soul, they do know that you belong together. Maybe you're thinking that. Do they know that? Do they feel that way? Yes, they do. And they do feel that when they're not with you, they feel incomplete in some way. So they feel there's a void in their soul. They feel like something is missing. They feel incomplete. Now, in spiritual truth, we are always whole because we have the love of God and we have the connection deep inside, and when we are connecting with self and source and we feel the connection with our twin inside, nothing is missing. Obviously, we physically want them and we physically crave them and we physically want them by our side. We want their physical essence and presence. But remember, you don't need them there physically to feel whole and complete. But this is their perspective. So obviously you know that because you're a spiritual being having a human experience and you're very aware of that. So you've already come to terms with that. You've been working on filling up your own cup and recognizing how important the inner union is as well as the outer union. But from their perspective, they feel this incompleteness even more because a lot of them aren't satisfied with their lives in general. And they are very inauthentic in what they're doing. So they feel that void so strongly. Whereas what you do is you are operating your authenticity and you are filling up your own cup and living a good life most of the time. You know, you're focusing on a great career. You're focusing on enjoying yourself, giving back to you. You're focusing on spiritual practices and things that fill you up inside. And you do feel whole. Even though you miss them and you want them, you do feel like life is good. I've got things going for me. I've got things going on. Because they feel dissatisfied a lot of the time, they feel that void even more. So they feel that pull even more and they feel hurt even more than you do. So try and see it from that point of view. They're just very good at wearing a mask and hiding the fact that they're in agony. And you might think, oh, they're acting indifferent, like they don't care, but they're actually in serious pain. So they're saying we belong together and without each other we are incomplete. So this is them recognising that without you something will always be missing. I look up to you. You are my secret hero. I adore and I smile when I think about you. Now this really resonates with the earlier reading because in the earlier reading I spoke about how you're the one taking the lead. So for example, they look to you and think, what are you going to do next? How are you going to handle that situation? Are you going to leave your karmic cycle? Are you going to move on from this job that you don't like? Are you going to relocate? What are you going to do? So they're kind of looking up to you or looking to you to see how you're going to handle something or deal with something. And how you handle your life, the way that you don't really let anything keep you down for long, the way you keep going and you keep fighting on and you find strength even when you are going through the worst thickets of it, they are very inspired by that. They're inspired by your schedule, the person you are, the things you do. So to them, you're their secret hero. They see you as Wonder Woman or Superman. I adore you. And I smile when I think about you. So they smile when they think about you because of the way you are as a person, the way you are, the way you treat them, the way you make them feel, but also because they're so proud of you and what you're doing in your life. And this is also a huge sign they've been watching you, whether it's watching from the sidelines or watching you online, or they're aware if you've had some kind of glow up in your life, if you're doing your best job, if you're living your best life, if you're being authentic. They're very inspired by you and they're very proud of you too. And they want you to know that today. I adore you, not just because I'm inspired by you, because I am, but also because you're everything I could ever want. And without you, I feel like something is missing. So they're very proud of you as well. So if you've had a glow up recently, if you've been through a promotion or you've had something happen to you and you're thinking, oh, I'd love to tell them about that, it's very likely they're already aware of it through your energy, or they've seen it happening on social media, or someone's told them, someone who knows the both of you. And I smile when I think about you because you are my light in the dark right now. So there's something about them smiling. They've got a secret smile right now, and that's about you. So if you see them smiling, or you see a picture of them smiling, it's very likely that smile is connected with you because they're thinking about you in that moment. How you make them feel, how you bring them out of the darkness, how you pull them out of the struggles in their life, how you make them feel better. And they can't help but smile when they think about you, or when they look at your picture, or when they check you out on social media, because you make them feel good. So the fact that they smile when they think about you is that they feel good when they connect with you. So if you're thinking, oh, they hate me or they don't like me very much, that's absolute hogwash. That's your ego telling you that to try and justify perhaps the situation or the fact that you're not together. And they love and adore you, and they love the way you are. They love your smile. Your smile is intoxicating. It makes them smile. When they think about your energy, the things you do, it makes them smile. And they're saying, I am still in love with you. And they want you to know that. They're saying, will you still love me though, even when I'm no longer young and beautiful? So again, there's this feeling about growing older. And I did a reading not long ago, I think it was about 2 months ago maybe now, where that song came out, When I Get Older, Losing My Hair, many years from now. Will you still want me? Will you still need me when I'm 64, is it? Or 69? I think it's a Beatles song. And this is them saying, are you still going to want me when I'm older? Are you still going to want me? Will you still love me if I'm losing my hair or my teeth fall out? Or, they're thinking about old age. They're thinking about getting older and having that time with you, what that would be like. And if you're still going to want them. Because especially if you've known them for a long, long time, and you've perhaps known them when they were in their prime, for example, and they want you to see them that way, and they're thinking, well, are you still going to want me when I'm not that way anymore? So they've got insecurities about getting older. They've got insecurities about you seeing them that way. And this could be silly things as well, like, I don't know, things like going through menopause for us ladies, or them going through things with their prostate for guys, or incontinence, or all these kind of things popping in the mind. Even the fact that we had coming out the other night about them pumping, pooping, farting, releasing gas. Maybe they get embarrassed about those things. And when we get older, these things are harder to manage. So things may pop out and you don't expect. And for us ladies who are getting older, we do have these little insecurities about certain things. And it's like they are thinking about these things. Are you going to still love me when I'm older? Are you still going to want me? So this is about desire. This is about, are you still going to be attracted to me? Are you still going to get turned on by me? Am I still going to be able to turn you on? So a lot of them could be thinking about performance-related things. How are they going to perform in the bedroom? Are they still going to be virile? Are they still going to be able to satisfy you? So all these things are running through their mind. because they see you as this amazing, gorgeous person. And especially if there's an age gap between you, say if they're the older one and you're the younger one, they're thinking, why would you ever want me when I'm getting older? I'm not going to satisfy you. If you're the older one and they are the younger one, these may be your insecurities too, but they are actually wondering why you want them when they've got a lot of growing up to do. And they may see you in your prime. They may think, you could have anyone. You're living your life. You've got money, success. Why me? So these are their own insecurities. So put that into your own situation. But what I'm connecting with is they're actually worrying about how they're going to keep you satisfied when they're getting older. And they said, I'm in pain and agony and my stomach is really feeling it right now. So a lot of them are going through physical things as well. And this can also make them feel a certain way about getting older. So they may be thinking, I'm in pain, I'm aching, I'm tired, my stomach's hurting. So some of them could be having real stomach issues. Now, stomach issues are connected with processing. Now, if your person is a Cancerian, okay, they may even be having stomach issues a lot because that's a Cancerian thing. For some, not all, but for some. But stomach is connected with fear, fear-based struggle that can cause gripping pain. So fear comes up in the stomach when they're processing things they don't like or things they know they need to change, or when they're processing what they know they need to do in their gut instinct and what they intuitively know they need to focus on. So the message is to go with the flow to release the stomach pain, but if they're having stomach pain, that's the reason why. And this can come through as constipation, it can come through as gas. Remember, we've spoke about them pumping. It can be other things they've got going on as well, bloating. I'm just looking for the stomach card in this one. Just see if it comes through, if I see it. Yeah, it's not there what I'm looking for. Because it's basically what I'm trying to look for there is when they go through this gripping pain, when they're having stomach issues, because they're processing things they take in. Think about what you do when you eat something. It goes into your digestive system, and then your digestive system, your intestines, process it. And if you've eaten something that doesn't agree with you, you're going to have stomach pain, you're going to have indigestion, you're going to have bloating, you're going to have diarrhea or constipation or gas. So it's going to affect your body. So obviously if they are taking information in that they need to process about their situation or their life that causes them fear, it's going to affect them the same way. So a lot of them are having stomach issues because of that. And they said, I'm in pain and agony and I'm really feeling it right now. So they're also feeling this pain because they're away from you. Because they don't feel complete. They feel this void in the soul. They know they belong to you. So it's also like an ache. So this ache and pain, obviously, pain and agony can also be aching, longing, lusting, wanting, needing you in their life, feeling that hunger for you. My body is reacting to this separation. I know we're not meant to be apart. There you go. They're feeling it physically right now if they're not with you. So they're feeling the pain of separation, not just emotionally or in their soul, but in their body. It's taking a toll on their physical self. My body is reacting to this separation. It's very likely affecting their stomach and their digestion and their, they could even be having heartburn, especially if they are resenting their current circumstances or their karmic partner. If they're having heartburn, they are feeling resentment there. And that can be very nasty, especially as they're falling asleep. It can keep them awake. It can cause gripping pain, like they can't breathe properly because they can't burp. They can't let a belch out. And that's because they're holding on to things they need to release. So it's hurting them, it's affecting them. They may be having lung issues, chest issues. So it can affect them in many ways. So I'll see what other physical things they're going through straight out. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Heartburn, connected with the stomach as well. Resentments towards others. So that resentment is towards their karmic person or their situation. It could be their boss. It could be a family member. It's not you. They want to be with you. It's anything in the way of being with you, even towards their own self. So resentment is actually pent-up emotion that needs to be released. So release the pent-up energy through repeated screaming to clear it out. So that's why screaming is so important when you're experiencing digestive issues or heartburn, because it releases things out quickly. Now, many of them won't know that. They won't know if I have a good scream. is going to help, but they may have a scream at their karmic partner, so this could create arguments in their relationship, or they could be arguing with people around them, and that can make them very toxic as well. So it's affecting them physically right now, not being with you, as well as emotionally. They're also regretting what they were thinking. What was I thinking doing that? What was I thinking saying that? What was I thinking? I hope I haven't blown it with you. What was I thinking? So they can also hold resentment towards themselves because of the things they've done or not done. I just want to hold you again. It's like they feel like if they could just hold you again, if they could have you in their arms, everything would be okay. Now, they do feel relief sometimes when they're thinking about themselves. But I feel that relief is short-lived. Like if they think, oh, I'm going to block you and then I've only got to think about myself. Or I'm going to be silent and then I only have to think about myself. It's short-lived. But also really what they need to do, this is more about them processing the fact that they need to relieve themselves from a karmic cycle to be free. So they can only have to think about themselves. Because many of them are stuck in relationships with family, children, obligations, they've got duty. And they're not just thinking about themselves. And they want that relief. Oh, I wish I could just think about myself. So a lot of them are envious towards you and can also take it out on you because you're single. Now, obviously, in your mind, you're not single because you're with them. They're your person and you belong to them. But you may be actually single. So they're actually feeling a bit of resentment towards that because they're thinking, well, I wish that I only had to think about myself. Even if you've got kids, even if you've got responsibilities, even if you've got things you're doing, because of course you have. It's not like you're just doing you going, no, I'm just focused on me today. You've obviously got your own stuff going on. You've got a job, you've got a life, you've got bills to pay, you've got kids, some of you've got other things going on. But in their mind, they're seeing you in your authentic power and they can get very jealous of that. Because they think, oh, I wish I only had myself to think about. So they see you as a very independent person, which is a good thing. But they also, again, they're inspired by you. Remember, they're looking up to you and they see you living authentically. They see you living your truth, maybe just out of a relationship yourself and single, or, you're living your life your way and they want to follow that. So they want the relief of being free, not only to pursue you, but to have their own identity back. And they also want the relief of being able to spend their money their way. So many of them are stuck in cycles where their finances are wrapped into that too. So they could have financial obligations. They may have financial duty and obligation. They may have codependency going on where they've got to pay for a karmic partner, or they've got to pay for their kids, or they've got to pay for other things. They could have business ties with finances. So this relief, I'm feeling it's more about they need to deal with these things and then their stomach will settle down. So they are starting to accept the fact that they want to be free. They want to be free of karmic cycles, karmic people. They want to be free to spend the money the way they want to spend the money on you and living a life with you and going places, doing things, not just paying bills or, putting it into a situation that really isn't going anywhere. So a lot of them are giving to things that just aren't working. And they feel resentment about that, and that's affecting their physical body. It's bringing up heartburn, stomach pain because they're processing it all, and it's affecting them. Some of them are looking older than they are, and that's making them think about their life. Oh, I'm getting older, you won't want me anyway. What about my prostate? What about my menopause? What about this? What about that? And they're going over all these things in the mind. And you're as young as you feel. Because some of you watching, you're in your late 70s and you're healthier than some 30-year-olds out there. Because it's about how you feel inside. It's nothing to do with age. Age is illusion. And this is their perspective. They're saying, I want to spend my money my way. That's what they want to do. I want to be free to think about myself and what I want. And I really hope I haven't blown it with you because I've been giving to something that isn't serving me. What was I thinking doing that? What was I thinking? My body is telling me that something is wrong. I've got heartburn, indigestion, stomach pain, aches. I'm longing for you. I want to be with you because something is missing without you because we belong together. And I'm in pain and agony in my body because my body is reacting to this separation. My body knows we're not meant to be apart. My body knows. And my stomach is paying for it. Are you going to still love me though when I'm older? When I can't make you feel the way perhaps I make you feel now. I was going to say a rude word then, but I won't, so use your imagination. When I can't do things I used to do. And the smiling about that as well, thinking about the times you shared and the ways you've been intimate and how amazing it is and how amazing it was. And they're worried that it won't be the same again when they're older. But they're actually looking up to you for a change. I look up to you because you're my secret hero. I adore you. I adore everything about you. I smile when I think about you. So just have faith that they are dealing with their situation and they are in pain. They give me fear. And again, indigestion, burping. Some of them can't even burp right now. That's how bad it is. So if you know your person is dealing with a stomach problem or indigestion, I know my masculine definitely goes through that heartburn. It's because of resentment. It's what they're processing. And really it's because their body is reacting in a negative way to the separation. So they know they've got to reach out, come forward to you and be with you because you are the healing elixir of their life. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.